Goldie and the Three Bears. Paranormal shifter MMMF Fairytale Erotica. Written by Margot Devine. Narrated by Edie Olliver. Goldie and the Three Bears. It was certainly a day for adventure. The sun shone bright with a hue that matched the checkered squares of Goldie's blue and white dress. Her blonde hair was tied in pigtails behind her, and her black polished shoes looked out of place against the dirt road that split through the forest. Goldie was up to no good. Her nearly 2 decades of gallivanting through the glades and woodland had given her a sense of entitlement that could not so readily be cured. To Goldie, the forest was part of nature, and nature belonged to her. The birds chirped down from their branches and watched close, and Goldie's skipping gait turned slowly to a trot, and finally, a skulk. She moved between the trees and bushes with rhythmic timing, peering from behind the leaves and setting her eyes on the target in the distance. The chimney of the house was not billowing, and to Goldie that meant only one thing. They were out. "Now's the time," she chirped. Goldie was still cautious as she trotted between bushes, her big tits bouncing as she quickly jogged from cover to cover before glimpsing out at the seemingly abandoned cottage. Jackson, Griff, and Logan had lived there peacefully for years. They were the magical shifter bachelors of the forest, often inviting beauties back to their pad for a night they won't soon forget. Goldie had a special jealousy for each of their conquests. She too had hoped of being invited into their home, but all of her efforts had fallen by the wayside. More commonly referred to as the Three Bears, these ursine marvels had their own set of morals and values that Goldie did not practice. The more her jealousy shone through, the more disinterested they grew. Where once they had put Goldie on a pedestal for her model-like looks and immaculate platinum blonde hair, now they barely glanced at her. Today was supposed to be a reconnaissance mission. Goldie had vowed to get in and out with military precision. Her goal was to discern something about the bears that might help her in her pursuit of them. If she could narrow down their tastes, she stood a better chance of wooing them. Goldie's small hamlet was no place to be choosy. Fucking any one of the big, commanding bachelor bears would be a conquest in itself. Being in a relationship with one of them would satisfy a woman for life, and rumor had it that the bears were considering settling down. Goldie moved up to the small square window, peering through the glass and into the kitchen. Something simmered in a big pot on the hob.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?